Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catfish Weekly. I'm the best-looking host here. My name is Chad. We've got
Who
Pretty Boy
said it?
Josh,
That didn't take long.
and we
did
got
it?
Lyle Stokes, the OG of
The man,
Catfish talk shows.
the Ric Flair of the catfishing world, right there.
Yeah, you got Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. I don't know. He's more like a Paul Bear looking kind of fella. I don't know, Lyle.
Who?
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, that went south in a hurry.
And we went south really quick.
Oh,
Well, welcome to show 499.
that's a big number, fellas.
It's huge. It's 10 years basically of Catfish Weekly, and I have had the honor of doing this for a little while here with Lyle, and I'm not saying I'm got seniority, but Josh has been doing a little bit less than I am. Just a little bit. But it has been a pleasure. 499. Like I said, I don't even know how many shows we've done now, Josh. But all I can say is, besides Doc, we've definitely done it better than anybody else. So I can't.
Wow.
Doc gives me fishing tips when I go down to Bama, so I can't be on the bad side. So
you can't take anything away from Doc Lang. Sorry, you can't do it. So
nope. Well, Josh, we got some tournament results real quick we'll do, and then we'll say hi to folks in chat.
that sounds like a plan.
All right. We've got out of the Indiana Catfish Association. This was in Solomoni. We're going to go with a top 5. We've got in 5th place, we've got Messersmith and Newbie at 28.16 pounds. In 4th place, we have Surf, Little, and Keller, 29.34. 3rd place, our buddy Brad Becks and Rafe Garrett at 30.3 pounds. 2nd place, Corey Peterson and Travis Yost at 30.96 with a big fish of 11.32 pounds. And in 1st place, Mary Jane and Terry Holding at 40.94.
Very nice.
Good weights there. Now I got to figure out how to get back to StreamYard. There we go. All right, Josh, you want to take it away?
I could do that. Starting out, we've got Miss Pontoon Jody Catfishing, Catfish Weekly member, Fishing with the Chad member for 29 months.
He's such a great person.
We got channel member Uptown Chrissy Brown, Mike Sampson, Hillbilly Hundo, 922 Crappie Barbecue. Stand 3 is in here. Let's see. We've got Melissa, channel member Riggin for Flatties. Chad Thomason. Let's see. Scrolling down. StreamYard's doing that silly thing. Channel member Carolina Catfish. Nubby's Catfishing. Let's see. Mr. Sean Abney's in here. There's channel member and my favorite fields, Get Hooked on Fishing.
You already said hi to me.
I said my favorite fields. We've got Mr. Mark Barnum, channel member, Catfish and Crappie. Hello, Mark. We've got Fin Seeker TV. Mike from Greenwell Fishing. Channel member myself, the Weekend Angler. Got to say hi to myself. In North Central Missouri Outdoors. Let's see. FOA Customs and Gear. Let's see. Tom from LG Bass. Chad's boat is given away next week.
Poopy.
We've got Buckeye Catfishing. Justin's Fishing Fetish is in here. Hello, Justin. Mr. Dave Funk. Cincinnati Cat. Let's see. And Mr. Downtown Ernie Brown. And that gets me down to the bottom of the list. I don't remember if we got David Smith or not, but we'll say hi to David again anyway. So.
Well, hello, everybody.
63 already joining us on a Monday night. If you have a moment, smash that thumbs up button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps the show get in front of new faces. We've been seeing a lot of new names in the chat over the past few weeks, so we know that thumbs up is working, and that's all up to you guys. So
yeah, we greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't did it yet and you're out there watching and you wonder why you can't chat, hit that subscribe button. We're one subscriber away from 5,600.
There's Mr. Parker Pursuits.
All right. I wonder if Lyle realizes I've muted him yet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll let him talk then. But boys, we got a big show coming up next week. This is Lyle's 500th year of doing. Wait, no, that's not right.
Is it not though? Somebody told me the first Catfish Weekly was done in Smoke Signal. So
No, that's not true.
Okay, that's what got passed on to me. I saw it on the internet, so I figured it was true.
No,
What are we talking about tonight, boys? We got reeling in a decade of catfish tales.
Catfish Tales.
I like that. That was a great one. Great title. You know, I'm not going to take credit for it, but because I didn't come up with it. So
I like it though.
that never stopped you before.
turning over a new leaf, Pops.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Now I'm ready. Let's get started.
who's doing readjusting?
Yeah, I had to get my leg up on my knee. You know, I'm old and decrepit, and thank God I got a new boat to wallow my sorrows in.
Well, you need to check chat right quick about that boat.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, I heard we're trying to get rid of my boat, but I got. Hey, look! I
No,
had my boat
not
parked.
that chat. Our messages. I started to share that out, but every time I share stuff out, you guys get mad at me.
You know, I was visiting somebody this weekend, a very somebody I love truly as a sister, and some hooligan crashed a party, and they were so freaking jealous of me this weekend, Lyle. They got up at 4 o'clock on the Sunday morning and left, leaving just divots and ruts all over the freaking yard because their Dodge Ram 2500 couldn't pull off the grass.
Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't have to wake me up and get me to pull them out with a tow chain with my Ford. But yeah, they were so jealous having my boat parked next to them and seeing where they messed up. And I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
There's a new face set in C1.
That's Ted.
Oh, it is.
Hey,
What's
Ted,
going
welcome,
on,
buddy.
Ted?
I caught that once
Yeah.
I started looking. I didn't make the connection on that one.
You know, it is. I mean, it's crazy. You think 500 episodes. That's 500 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one show a week. That's a lot of time and dedication to be doing that.
Mikey, I think so. I don't remember now when the last one was, but that might be right. It's been a while.
Are they doing the monsters on the Ohio? I thought they stopped.
No, that one's gone.
They quit doing it. That's crying shame.
We fished the one in 19, and we fished the one in 19. They didn't have one in 20. I think they did have one in 21, and it went away after that.
Yeah. Well, them guys too far to be doing that.
But
you know, Nebraska and Kansas and
yeah, that's a
Ohio,
long
just a long ways. That's just too far. Aaron Wheatley's the only guy who could pull that off the way it was done.
He was the logistical master.
Thank you, Dave.
Doing that. So
yeah, he done great, and he put in a lot of work.
he did.
Well, hopefully, maybe we can get his playbook and get that one going again because I'm looking forward to getting back into a couple tournaments.
Oh, good for
Mhm.
you.
I'm already the odds-on favorite to win the Rising Sun next year. So
Really? Who made who's the
Nobody else has signed up yet.
I was gonna say who's the odds maker here?
yeah, as I say, I don't think anybody's signed up yet, but I did talk to the tournament director Steve Hannon already and said that I plan on being in there. So that puts me at the odds and favorite to win. That I'm just freaking awesome.
Sounds like it.
Saturday's going to be, I think,
Yeah.
rougher on people than anybody thinks because we've
Saturday's
got
gonna be. We got one heck of a cold front sweeping across the country.
yep, we're going to be
It's gonna be-
86, 87 the next 2 days, and then all of a sudden by Saturday morning it's going to be 58 for the high.
For the high. Yeah,
For
we
the
got
high.
lows in the 40s. So
been
Yep.
looking forward to this kind of weather.
Me
all
too, but
summer.
it should turn some stuff back on. So
It's going
Well-
to usually after a front moves through or a storm or something, it takes 2 days for it.
mhm.
but that's what I'm worried about is it's going to be like right at Saturday, and then we're going to be like, what the hell? Nobody's going to be catching fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, finally fat boy weather. Amen to that, Bumpy Mike Greenwell.
Yeah, I gotta go Saturday morning. Caitlin's taking the hunter safety course, so
Awesome.
All right.
I'll be sitting
Very
there with her
nice.
for that one. So been a long time since I took that. I think I was about 12 when I took that thing. So
So was I think. I was
Bug Man says
Right around
walking
that
in Walmart, pray for him.
walking into Walmart. Oh, I walk through Walmart and Menards and all that with usually it's the bait shop playing, and I'll just leave it on playing. But
Okay, hey, David, I tried to call you like 2 weeks ago, and you sent me the voicemail, and then you said you was too busy for me. So I'll catch back up with you. But yeah, we talked about fishing that together.
I'll tell you what, the only downside of that cool weather
Nothing.
is starting to get dark earlier. I was sitting
Oh.
here at
It
6:30.
already is.
6:30, it was dark.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I can still see the light in the sky, but and the people, everybody down the streets got their lights on their houses and all that.
Yep.
Jeff Bill, I know you didn't have to be paid to say that. Fist bump back at you, buddy.
There's Irvin, the paid tourist.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. The darkness sucks. That is about the only thing that does freaking make this time of year, start being miserable is you lose so much daylight and it's kind of depressing, but you need a brighter flashlight and bigger battery.
Oh yeah.
You'll be all
Did
right.
you guys see Dave Funk's fish for this week?
Yeah.
What is up with him?
Dave Funk.
He is on the
Mhm.
flat.
He is on fire.
He is just an amazing freaking fisherman up there.
He is killing
He
it.
has got that dialed in and figured out for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the poor guy, he went and broke his PB last week? It was a 71?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
72.
And then this time he couldn't weigh it because his batteries died and he didn't have any batteries for it.
Oh,
Hey, Ray Smith,
it's
welcome
getting
back
ready to be flathead season again, though. So,
for a short period of time.
yep, they're going to be that short run, but they're going to be on fire. Should be.
Yep.
I need some more bullheads.
Well, that's yeah.
Abe McLaughlin headed out to the lake in the morning, first time in 3 weeks because of work, which feels like not fishing for a year.
Yeah.
Some blues. There you go.
I had fun. I understand that. We ran the couples tournament those 2 weekends in a row, and I was like, I need to go fishing sometime. Been a
Good
while.
evening to all from North Texas. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Well,
Let's see here.
Stonefly, welcome.
So, Lyle, have you started thinking about for next week all your greatest memories that you're going to share with us from Catfish
Oh,
Weekly? I mean, I already know, like, number one on the list is Chad Fields joined. Number two, Chad Fields became co-host. Number three had Chad Fields and his wife Dee as a guest.
Well, D is always a good show.
she is. Yeah. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
Hater.
Hey, there's my wife.
Hater.
Hey, Christina.
Christina's in here.
Welcome.
Big old Catfishing's jumped in.
Hi, Jeremy.
Channel member Danny Stone Outdoors.
Danny Stone had a pretty neat little video I watched this afternoon. Pretty good. Josh had a great video this week.
I had fun with that one.
Making a bobber out of a pop bottle. Pretty cool.
I kept waiting to catch two stands to catch stand two's attention with that one.
Have you guys noticed
A Mountain Dew.
stand 3 always makes it into our show on time, and stand 2 makes it late all the time? Have you? What?
Stand 2 likes to make an entrance.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he likes to make an entrance.
Well, he saw Creole do it one time, and he won a tournament. So ever since, Stan's not been on time.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your channel membership, Josh.
Let's see here. We got show number 1, Maiden Voyage of the Ark.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Lord.
That's not quite the case, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a video that I watched of a guy we had on here a while back, fishing Moby Dick, catching Moby Dick, whatever the name of that channel is.
Chasing Moby Dick.
Chasing Moby Dick. He had his wife out, and they stayed out and fished all night. She caught a giant flathead.
Oh,
Really
man.
good video. But by the end of the show, when the sun come up and everybody's kind of rolling around, she looked pretty tired.
Yeah.
I don't think she's used to doing that, but it was a really good video. Really good video.
And Jody, you were the first one I think we said hi to tonight.
Yeah, she
wandered off.
She come and went.
Hey, but thanks for coming back into the show 20 minutes after and
Yeah.
picking on poor Josh and Lyle for not saying hi to you, even though they did.
But they was round, Robert.
Yeah, they're wheels.
They're wheels, yeah. Chef Jody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought so too, Dave or Dale.
Jody was getting her boat ready. Okay, we'll let you slide this time.
I think I seen up just a few minutes ago. She said something about putting a heater in her boat.
Mm-hmm.
Heater? You don't need a heater till it gets down to 20s.
Yeah, it's kind of early for a heater, but
I guess she's going to cook on it.
I say I'll have the air conditioner on until it's down in at least the 40s.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty warm today. We had another 88-degree day here, but this should be the last one, I hope.
Yeah, I think this is the last fake fall, and then we'll really be in the fall.
I think we're going to start turning the corner now. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
The leaves are starting to come down. Nature tends to know. So
yeah, that's right. That's right. We have Big Slim. Welcome. We have leaves falling out of the trees, and I got stuff done around here that you're supposed to do before it gets bad. So I'm trying to get all that done up, 92 there.
Wow.
I think he said he was from Texas. A heater sounds horrible. Yeah, I agree.
It was like 89 today when I was going to pick up Caitlin. So
yeah, I was thinking 88, so that's about right.
Oh, there we go. Stan's got a question for Lyle. What kind of stuff would you look for in a tournament spot?
in a tournament spot, transitioning water, and a spot where there's shallow water structure and a deep place they can get away from it. And another good spot is a channel swing where water switches in the river channel or a creek channel from one side to the other. As it comes around a bend, it'll change. It'll go from one side to the other. Them channels swings are deadly a lot of times. But any kind of structure, and my favorite kind of structure is some kind of wood, something that's been there for a long, long time, like tree root ball, marks and trees underneath the water and fishing. I guarantee you there'll be fish on trees. Wood in the water is a good thing.
There's Stephanie. There's cotton picking fishing.
Did you see Danny's comment?
Danny.
After doctor visit today, I will no longer be picking on Lyle. Doctor said I'm in pretty good shape for my age. I was like, what the hell?
Hey, Stephanie, welcome. That is way too funny. Way too funny. That is hilarious. Creole, he said he's ready for winter. Well, winter for him is what, 60?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
65-degree water for Creole in winter.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, his water stops boiling in the winter. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
500 shows, fellas. When we started Catfish Weekly, we didn't even know if it would work.
What do you think now?
Well, I think it's going to work. We started the show, Paul Ragsdale and I and a gentleman out on the East Coast. I forgot his name now. He used to be a professional wrestler on TV. And
really,
the very first show was a broadcast on a radio channel that Paul had on YouTube, no video. And we got done with the show, and Paul said, "How do you think it went?" I said, "I think it was awesome. If we could figure out how to do that live with video," I said, "I think it would make a great thing." And that was on a Sunday night. And Wednesday, he called me. He said, "I've got it figured out. Can you do a show Sunday night again?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "How are you going to do it?" He said, "There's a thing called Google Hangouts." What a pain in the ass that was to set up. It was terrible, but it's all you had those days. And that was the first Catfish Weekly live show was done that Sunday night. And we done them Sunday nights for some time. And I got a hold of Paul and Chris and Chuck and Chris, Chuck, and Paul and I. Chris, Chuck, and I was doing tournaments pretty hot and heavy about every weekend. And Paul, he didn't fish tournaments. And I said, we need to think about changing the day that we do the show to Monday nights. I said, I don't always make it in. And when I do, I'm so beat after being gone and pre-fishing 2 or 3 days and fishing a tournament. I said, I'm wore out. I said, hell, I sleep all day Sunday just trying to get caught up. And we changed it to Monday nights. It's been on Monday nights ever since. There was a lot of people complaining that they had to watch replays of the show because they went to church on Sunday nights. There was a lot of variables of why we went to Monday night. Now, the way this stuff has changed and with StreamYard and 2 or 3 other programs that you're allowed to use now that you couldn't use then is so much simpler. And
oh yeah,
for the first 7 years or 8, we was the only catfish show that was live. You couldn't do anything else. But when StreamYard come out a couple of years ago, however long it's been, that changed everything.
StreamYard and Streamlabs were the two.
StreamYard, Streamlabs. There's a couple more now I'm not familiar with, but that made it to where a lot more people could do this. And I'm going to say this and hurt some feelings. There's some people that shouldn't be doing live stuff. They just should. They're horrible at it. But they have the opportunity to do it. If you can do it and make a good show, I encourage everyone to do it. If you're no good at it, fess up to the fact that you suck at it and don't. Because all you're doing is making fun of yourself.
I have, but everybody just will not let me stop the bait shop.
That's what I was thinking you was going to say something, Chad. But
I think he was telling us we need to get our act together, Chad.
No,
that's a nice way of saying that.
That's not the case
That's
at
the
all.
way I took it. He was like, "Hey, y'all straighten."
Yeah, some of these guys.
You're both going to be fired next Monday night for the 500th show. That's going to be the
no, I don't think so. We have plans for that. You know, we're going to talk about
the fire us.
No, there was 2 stands. He finally did make it.
There's Stan.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to talk about some fun stuff and do some things next week that ought to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Regan, for flatters. We appreciate it. But no, it's not. It's all in fun, man. It is all in fun. But you know, this stuff that we have now available to us that never was available before has made it so much better. You know, and I've told you guys this before. When we had the other stuff to use, it would take me an hour to set the show up, 1 to 2 hours minimum at the end of each show to get everything posted up. Where now it takes 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you wanted to download to a podcast, you didn't have the option to go with a video or audio. You had to strip the audio out of it, and you couldn't buy a program for that. You had to use one that was online, and there was about a dozen of them, and one of them would work one week and it wouldn't the next, and you'd have to go through all of them till you found one that would actually download the audio and then upload it. At that time, we was using Podbean because it was when we started, it was the best that they had. And then they come up with Spotify and all these others. It's so much better and so much more stuff available for people to see. So it's all got easier, more addictive, and I think it is great to see all these shows. You know. You used to watch Catfish Weekly on Monday night, and then you watch videos that people shot, edited, and downloaded the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. Now you can watch live shows every night for hours.
Oh, yeah, there's always somebody live anymore.
They start in around, as a rule, there's some through the day too, but the ones that are weekly usually start in around 6 or 6:37. From 7 on till 10 or 11.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every night. And you never used to see that.
Well, you mean you had, 2020 was, I think, a changing point in the YouTube scene. So many more people flooded to social media, whether it be, it started really with YouTube. People were doing Facebook Live, that sort of thing. And then TikTok came along and people, kind of went towards that a little bit as well. But, and right there, what Carolina Catfish said, better than TV. A lot of people did away with their cable. And
absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have any of that. We have a limited, I think we pay for 1 or 2 streaming services.
And that's it.
That offer a little bit about what we want to watch. And most of the time we're on YouTube, even on the, TV in the living room. Caitlin will turn on YouTube and watch stuff.
I never will forget the first time that Sean, we tried doing. We had internet went out one night, and I tried to do the show on on dial-up, and you just could not do it. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So that's a falsity. You're making that up now.
You know what it was? You know what it was, Creole?
Yeah.
People got to looking and they said, man, you know, the world shut down, everything. It's 2020. Everything had gone to hell.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? Look at these guys. I'm doing better than these guys up on the screen, so life ain't too bad. You know, it was an uplifting message just to watch people like us. So
I never thought about that, Josh. Maybe that's why I've had so many viewers for so many years on Thursday night. Is they just tune in there like, man, my life could be. I can be
You
that.
got them viewers from watching James Dockery.
I did.
I was going to tell you, I never will forget the first time we was doing a show, and somebody made a post in our chat that they had figured out how to watch Catfish Weekly on TV. And I thought, there's no way. And then people got to asking them how they'd done it. And the next thing you know, there was a whole bunch of people saying they was watching us on TV. And it took me a while to figure it out because I thought they was figured out a channel or something that was broadcasting because nobody had told us that you could do that. And one night that Doc Lang and I was doing a show, and Dieter Melhorn sent me a message, and he was doing, he runs a video camera for ESPN. Mm-hmm. That's what his real job has been, that he actually made a living with for years and years. And he was doing a basketball game for one of the Carolinas colleges. I don't know which one it was. And he was way up in the nosebleed section. And in his camera viewfinder is Doc, and he's got Catfish Weekly. He's watching it on the viewfinder of his video camera. And I thought, wow, this man is committed.
Yep.
And you know, and stuff like that. We went and done a live. I went and done a live video broadcast one night, and I just had work on my back done. I couldn't walk, so he had to drive me up there and drive me back. But I promised the guy I would do it. So where we was, and we had no internet, and he fired up his new pickup truck, and it had internet capabilities, and we broadcast it across the internet through his pickup truck. Come to find out, my truck had that too, but I wouldn't pay the bill for it. But yeah, that was the first time we ever done that.
It is unreal the way technology has changed.
It's exploded.
Like you said, I can't imagine what you guys had to do 10 years ago when you first were trying to fire this up to get it going.
Well, like I say, it took an hour to set the show up, minimum. It was horrible.
Now the hardest thing, besides coming up with an idea of what to talk about, is doing figuring out what you want to do for a thumbnail or know that kind of stuff. Setting the stream up takes about a minute.
It don't take long at all. And like I say, you download your video after you do your live, you download it and you upload it on a podcast if you want to do that. And believe me, we have people that drive trucks that want that. If it's not up by the next morning, thank you, Creole. Thank you so much. They come in and send you messages and say, hey, I'm driving my truck through such and such state, and I'm expecting to be listening to this, and it ain't up. Well, if it's up every week, unless something goes wrong where StreamYard's down or whatever, it all gets loaded up. But it used to be sometimes I'd have to wait till the next morning to load it up, and I'd already have messages when I got out of bed because they want to hear it, they want to see it, and it's a feel good thing, but then again, you can only do what technology will let you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's been exciting. It's been exciting watching this show do what it's done over the years. It really has been. And I had some great people help me with it. I really had,
Yeah, well, I'm glad that Josh and I have been able to up the thumbnail game.
Oh, okay.
Catfish Weekly. That's about all we've probably done.
It's about all we've accomplished.
So are you saying that I can't make thumbnails at all?
Not to our level. We're like
No,
we are like next level thumbnail makers. So I'm just
that may be 2 next levels. Yeah. Yeah, I had to get my shot in a while ago because I knew the stuff like this was coming. But you're right.
Generation that good.
Yeah. Well, I went out actually and took pictures that I'd have to use to make thumbnails, and they still look like ass. It just was horrible, and I knew they was horrible, but I didn't know how to do it, and you guys did, so that was a given.
Yeah, I mean,
we ought to start putting in chat every week. See who can guess who made the thumbnail each week, because we kind of bounce them around between.
I won't do one because they'll know instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not a bad idea. We could try to do that maybe once in a while. Who made, just like I put in the chat, because I hate to give this guy credit, but Mark does the poll to start it out when people come in, because, and I've done it plenty of times, forget to hit that thumbs up, and I hate asking about it all the time. Just a reminder, but that is not a bad thing to use that poll to say.
Sean, you're very welcome. We've enjoyed every episode. We really have.
Obviously, if they're epic thumbnails, it's probably done by me. So
I don't know. Josh has come up with some pretty good ones.
Hey, stop picking favorites in front of me.
Not picking favorites, just stating facts, man. Just stating facts. I can't think of the name of them shows you've done. There was 2 or 3 really good ones.
Oh, Chad did the Mythbusters one.
That one was really good.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Really good.
I did the Fish Cathalon one.
That one
was freaking awesome.
That one was good.
Yeah. Before people doing thumbnails as we do them, I used to take thumbnails out of a shot off of the video and use that for thumbnails, because you had plenty of time after the show was over to pick one out and use it, because it's going to be an hour before you got it uploaded anyhow. And I would do videos and voiceovers before the show, and that was how we done them for 2 or 3 years. Videos every week about the show, and I'd try to get them out on Wednesday or Thursday of the week before, and just put them up there, and people would watch them. And hell, we got a lot of hits on the things.
Oh yeah.
But once they figured out the high, what they call them, high something thumbnail, high quality, high something, those was more productive. And that's what Keith had told me. He says, man, you got to figure out something, because that's what you need to do. Well, I didn't have the capability of doing that. And John Parker helped me out with several of them.
Cindy says your last Monsters on the Ohio was 18.
18. Okay. I couldn't remember. But John Parker helped me out with them till you guys come in, and he done a really good job for
John
me.
Did some awesome ones too.
And of course Mark does all the ones for our Wednesday night show, Panfish Nation, and because he knows I suck at it too. I mean, it's not a hidden thing. It's not. Everybody knows.
Wait, that's Mark doing those? I thought you were doing.
I thought you were making them.
You know better than that. You both know better than that. There's Lance. Hey, buddy. But yeah, it's been a great thing for several years, and like I say, Paul come up with the idea, and his health got bad, and I ended up buying his third and Chris's third out, and it's been fun. It really has. Like I say, we had a lot of good people help us along the way, and we had some that wasn't so good, but you go through that. That's part of it.
I know. You look at my first co-host on the Bait Shop. I finally had to fire him.
Right.
Yeah.
He's so funny. And he whacks a dock roof, he's a roof whacker.
He does do that.
He's a roof whacker. I seen a video about that just a little bit ago.
Yep.
Enjoyed it very much. We should probably play that.
Don't let him do it, Chad.
Oh, Lyle, you're not going to, or are you?
Baby.
You better delete that now.
Sending.
I'm not sure that ain't better
Who
than
hit that button?
I'm not sure that ain't better than the one we done with the. We're doing the Jingle Bell song or whatever.
No, the Christmas one was pretty daggone.
Oh, the
awesome.
Christmas Carol one. That was
That's pretty
good.
good too. But
That one might have to make an appearance on the Christmas show again this year. So
the fact that Katie sent that to us is what makes it so good.
oh yeah.
With any successful or any luck at all, she'll get us another one or two one of these days. Oh, here's a statement that probably is so true. Dockery was the best co-host of all times. Wow. That's a statement.
Yes, it is.
It is. Started looking at something, marking something so I can go look at it.
Uh-oh.
It was. I had a blast with Dockery. We fed off each other
He
pretty
was.
good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
fun.
that was a good.
Hey,
Now
you know what?
I got two of them that just like love hugs and rainbows, and
They,
they want to be nice to everybody.
That's what give you your start. Basically, was you and Dockery taking
right
off like that.
It
That-
was.
Yeah. I don't
Those
know.
are-
It was
Those
fun.
are always fun.
Whole new channel after dark with Dockery and Lyle.
Dockery reacts.
Dockery reacts.
Might be able to arrange something like that.
Yeah.
I just want to say something about your president once in a while.
Here we go.
I do miss Doc's tip of the week.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. It was
That's the truth.
spot on, and and everything that he said is stuff that he believed in or he'd done.
Mhm.
Like all them parts and toys that he'd showed you to use to check tire temperature or spare hubs. All that he had in his truck. I've seen it. I know that he'd done that because I seen it. When he needed it, and it just was crazy. And he was so good at doing that, and he enjoyed doing it. He really did.
He's an amazing dude.
He really is. He's quite the
Just
guy.
the amount of information and
Yep.
things that he does and knows and
Yep.
Hickory dickory dockery, tales from the dark side.
I just seen that. That's pretty funny. The after hour drinking show.
With Lyle and Dockery. That'll be on the Lyle Stokes Fishing Channel or the James Dockery Fishing Channel.
There we go. I think that's where it should be.
Bam.
Oh,
Shots fired. Who let Chad the crappie fisherman in a catfish live?
hey, just because I catch more catfish and crappie than the actual YouTube channel does.
Oh, that was good.
I just joked. I'm the coffee.
Oh, that was good.
Oh,
yes, we did, Mark.
Yep. I'm trying. Let's see. I know.
Rio, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
There's some really great live shows about fishing throughout the week, and then there's the bait shop.
You're right. The bait shop is next level, different level, whatever you want to call it. We are here. We're there. We're somewhere. We have
But
no idea.
There's
But
something special about the bait shop, though. It's a BS session.
But hey, we
bunch
bring
of
it. We
guys do
say
at the bait shop. So I mean,
right.
that's
And we say the word fish or catfish at least once every show. Therefore, it is a catfish talk show. I mean, you got to put it in the category, you know. We followed Doc down on Winter Blues one time, and all of a sudden he pulled over on 75. I thought he blew a hub, but nope. When you got to go, you got to go.
I do the
Amen
same
to that.
thing.
oh man.
I do the same thing. It's easier for us than it is ladies. Like, it really is.
Well, at your age, you don't even have to stop anymore, don't you?
Yeah, and bite me.
I mean, you know, because it just depends.
Just think, what's he going to do if we pick on him? He takes a week off or something.
I'm going to.
And he's not in here to defend himself.
I can take it. I can take it. I'm going to take some weeks off. I'm tired. And I got fish to catch. I got fish to catch.
Now, look, there's where the catfish tails comes in. Still coming.
I felt so good. Was it last week or the week before?
I think last week was a pretty good week for you from what I remember.
I think last week I fished 4 days. Week 4 I fished 5 days, which was more than Dockery has in a couple of months. And I don't mind rubbing that in on him. I don't, because when he's fishing and I'm not, he sends me pictures. Susquehanna Stan says, good evening from the beach. I promise you there's no beach in southwest Missouri except at the lakes. And I think they have to haul sand into them.
I tell you what, this season change is driving my sinuses nuts.
So, Lyle, when you started this 10 years ago, did you see yourself still doing it in 10 years?
Didn't know. We was all hoping that it would last that long, but had no idea. We never knew if people would actually watch it. And at one point, the show was I wanted to make it about tournament fishing. And it went that direction for several years. And we was losing the average everyday guy that wanted to just go out and fish.
Yep.
And when we got Doc back in, we still done some of the tournament stuff, but it was more about education and teaching people how to be more successful catching fish is where it should have been the whole time, and where it probably needs to stay, because you got guys that are way up here and you really maybe don't have anything for them, but maybe you share something with them that they've forgotten, or do it a different way than they can do it, or they're doing it and it'll help them catch more fish. You get a guy and his son that never has been fishing much, and all they're catching is little bullheads or something bullhead size, but they want to get to where they catch a little bit bigger fish, or they want to be able to have the confidence to go out and fish on the river or a creek that's got current in it all the time. So you help them and you do a show about that. And the next person will be a guy that's always fished a river, don't know anything about fishing lakes. And we try to touch on all that. And if anybody has any questions or they want to know about certain things, with the three of us now, we should be able to cover most of that.
Yeah.
And especially with Josh with his do-it-yourself stuff, because man, that's really an intricate part of what we do, is not having to spend tons and tons of money to buy everything, because let's face it, everybody can't do it.
Something, if you can build it, just remember, if you can build something, you can build it to your own specifications. you could build it to exactly fit how you fish.
Yeah.
And there's no replacement for that. You know,
That's
you
right.
can't go around, you can't build everything. It's not, you know, time or money efficient to do everything, but you can build a lot.
Here's some prime examples, Josh. These are waterproof switches. This is a waterproof USB port.
I know what you're building.
Yeah, I had one built. It got wet both times, and I ruined parts in it. It's an ammo box that I use to charge batteries in my phone, used to run video cameras off of. It never goes dead. You can run it for days and days and days doing stuff like that. And when you go live, you just plug your phone into it and you don't use any of your battery life up in your phone. It works perfect. But if it gets wet for whatever reason, them USB ports, they quit. The switch would go bad, and then because everything's run off that switch and nothing would come on. Well, Josh was talking, and I was talking. He was talking about waterproof switch. I said, I need a link to that.
Yep.
I got that, and then I thought, well, I'll see if they make a waterproof USB port. Sure enough, they do. So that will go in my ammo box. I already put the switch in. It wouldn't even turn on because of that. The only other thing that I would I have two other kinds of ports that I plug into, and I don't remember the name of them, but that I use for different things. And one of them I use basically for charging port. But I've learned a valuable lesson, and that's to always check to see if there's waterproof things to use. And the next thing I want to get is a waterproof gauge that tells me how much power is in that battery.
Right.
Yeah, and now the one I got now has not went bad. It's still good, but if they make a waterproof one, I want the waterproof one because, man, you can be out and a wave come over the side of the boat, or a sea-doo guy jack you around, or anything. You know, it could pop up storm. It doesn't make any difference. And get that thing wet, and then you don't know. You don't. So
it don't take much.
Anything that's waterproof, that's one. And I'm going to build another one. Like I say, I want one for the front of the boat, one for the back boat. You can run them for, I can't tell you how many times this one's been out, and I tried to charge it, and it wouldn't even take a charge. It's still full. You just, for running phones and stuff, they'll run forever off them batteries.
They'll last a long time.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a waterproof voltage gauge.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Mine's not had a problem, and it's been wet a couple times. But if I can find a waterproof one that's for sure waterproof, I'm going to get one.
Oh yeah, they exist.
Especially for the new one I'm going to build. And if you got two little batteries, you can run them in parallel and or series. Which is it, Josh?
Parallel.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Series to make 24 volt.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. But and then you got more capacity yet. But the battery I got's a pretty good sized battery. I don't know the number of it, but it's pretty heavy duty. It probably weighs 10, 12 pounds, and it fits right in that ammo box. And I have room. I Velcroed it down to the bottom, and then I put connectors for all the plugins and stuff, and I can charge it off any port. And any of the connector that I have for that, I use one certain connector for my lights at night. I use one connector for my electronics. I have one of these built that is dedicated to my two hummingbirds, and that's all I run off of them. It's one of them big batteries. And you just plug it up and you go. You charge it up about every fifth time you take it out for all day. You go. And you don't drain anything off of your starting motor batteries.
No, and you know now these things don't even have to weigh a bunch. Lithium, the lithium phosphate batteries are getting cheap.
Oh, they're getting cheaper all the time. You and I and Chad talked about that the other day.
I've got a 12 volt, 7 amp hour lithium phosphate, and that thing doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah, it's
a
coming thing.
For that, so
I think they're the coming action, and I think that if they would make a 24-volt single battery, they probably do.
I think they do.
I would probably buy
36.
buy 2 of those and put one in each side of the front, or underneath the consoles where my trolling motor batteries sit. I could have one underneath there. There's no way you'd ever run both of them down.
Oh no.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, they make like you said, they make a 36 volt that I know of, and
Yeah, they have to make a 24.
and then they start making different amp hours, 100, 200, 300 amp hour.
I was gonna say I saw a 400 amp hour 12 volt today.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, it's overkill for any of us, but
Yeah. I'll bet it was overpriced too.
they're a
there
little,
we go.
they're a little expensive.
Catfish and Dream says I have a LiPo 12 volt. It was $30 from Amazon. Run 2 halogen work lights on it. It takes 12 hours to kill it. That's the thing. You know, they just last and last and last.
But when they're dead, and they go dead right now.
Bullets and Barbecue. Hey, buddy. I hope all is well. Really like the new bragging board videos. That's something we started. That was Lyle's idea last week. We're going to start doing that. We're going to still do the bragging board at the end of the show. In fact, we've got one about ready to go here in just a minute. But we're also going to post that as a standalone video. That way, the folks that want to go check it out, see what everybody's catching. A quick 2-minute video you can go watch, see what everybody turned in for the week. So.
What's going on? Well, I just messed up my hang over here. What time we got?
Him and Parker must be having a conversation
Yeah.
because I don't get it.
Use a small hook and split shot on him. He's talking about something.
Yeah, I don't see anything back.
Oh, how to catch yellow bellies. Oh, you're wanting to catch bullheads? It's easy.
It is easy.
Well, you got to have a place to find them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta find them. But if you know where they're at, if you know a lake that's got them,
I would love to find one around here.
They're I'll tell you a place that's usually got them, but it's kind of hard to get permission. Whenever they build these new highways, these 4 lanes and stuff, they make these great big retention lakes on these farmers' ground and stuff. They're usually always full of them, but you have to get permission to cross in there and get on that property so you can access that water. But they don't stock any of them usually.
No.
So bullheads and bluegill is what you get.
Yeah, bullheads come in that and they propagate anyway. Their eggs stick to bird legs and go migrate.
Bluegills like that too.
Bugman, I actually had a Short Tip Saturday video a few months ago about what I use my rig for bullheads. I just dropped you a link in chat for that one. So, and I've caught a lot of them off of that, and you don't have to get fancy with it. So,
I like it when they're not fancy.
Yep.
Let's see.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. It's fun to waterproof battery. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Oh, boys.
Yeah, we're running on an hour. We got 80 people still watching. I think they might be wanting to see the bragging board, and
let's display her up.
Let's pull that one up there and go from there. Find it here. Get the right video. We don't want Dockery again.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like watching.
I'd watch it again.
Howdy, folks. It's time once again to take a look at the Catfish Weekly bragging board. This one covers through the week of October the 2nd, 2023. First up on the board this week, we have Doug. Doug is showing off a new personal best 33-pound blue cat. Congratulations, buddy. That's a great fish. John and Lindia from Smallwater Charters sent in some pictures of some great bass. John with a new personal best 6-pound, 14-ounce largemouth, and Lindia with a 5-pound, 5-ounce fish. Awesome fish and looks like some great weather for some bass fishing. Our buddy Jim from Buckeye Catfishing sent in this photo of a 46.6-pound blue cat caught during the Ohio Monster Catfish Challenge. This fish netted him 4th place, big fish, and veteran big fish. Congratulations, Jim. Dustin sent in this photo of his new personal best, a 75-pound blue catfish caught in the Red River down in Louisiana. Congratulations, Dustin, and thank you for sending in a pic of that awesome catch. And closing us out this week, we have Sean with Epic Catfish with an estimated 90-pound blue cat. This catfish was caught on an FOA rod. Freddie's Rods out there getting them done. Congratulations, Sean. That's an awesome fish. Don't forget, guys, you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly bragging board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days, and we accept pictures of any species of fish. To get yourself or a friend on the bragging board, all you need to do is email your fish photo to pics@theweekendangler.com. Send us the information shown on your screen, and we'll get it on the board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
So I guess
fish this week.
it was great fish. I don't guess you wanted to post a picture I sent you of the bluegill I found in my live well a while ago when I was taking the trash out.
Dude. We'll save that for the Halloween show.
How about the possum I caught in my live trap this morning that I relocated?
Yeah, I think we'll pass on that one too.
That was Buckeye Jim's PB too.
Also, congratulations, Jim.
That was a great fish, man. Great.
Creole, we got Perk Creole's attention there. He said, "Wait, Red River, Louisiana might be my territory."
Maybe so.
Might be.
Maybe so.
Guys, the bragging board will be the standalone video. I'm going to start having those come out right before Panfish Nation on Wednesdays. They'll come out at 6:45 p.m. Panfish Nation starts at 7. So if you missed the bragging board or you just want to see it again, watch that. Then go over and
I like watching it twice.
I like seeing the fish. So
yeah, they're great. Another excellent job putting that together, Josh. It's really done well.
it seems to have gotten pretty popular. So
yeah, I think so. And I think it'll continue to get better all the time. So that's
I agree.
Now, Mark is not doing a Catfish and Crappie podcast tonight. So for those of you that's hanging in there to see Mark, he won't be there tonight. He was on a trip over the weekend. He's been really busy doing stuff and is not going to make it tonight. But I think he's supposed to be back next Monday night, I believe.
Yeah. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for us. We'd greatly appreciate it. This is $4.99. Next week we'll be back for number 500.
Next week we're going to be having fun, partying at 500.
It is. It's going to be a big show. Be lots of fun.
Might be some giveaways or something next week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be.
No, we've kind of played our cards tight to our chest. But just a hint. FBI called a clue. So
there'll be some stuff given away next week. We're gonna have a great time, and you're not gonna want to miss it. Tell all your friends. We'll try to get a thumbnail up and get something posted early so everybody will know about it. But 500 shows, that's a milestone in this industry at this particular time. Now, 10 years from now, it might not be, but right now, that's a big number. Mark is in retirement, Dale.
Mark is in retirement mode.
I did some math, and if you did 5 shows a week, that's 260 shows. So you would still take you 2 years at 5 shows a week to reach over 500. So that'd be 520. But
we have more shows than that that's been posted because a lot of them was live shows. I'm trying to see how many we got all total. 641 total is what we have total now. Granted, like I say, a lot of those was anything over 500 was not done on a Monday night. They was done remotes at Monsters on the Ohio or Mississippi River Monsters. Sometimes we do 5 or 6 shows down there in 3 or 4 days. The Catfish Conference, we do 45 minutes to an hour, and we do that all day long for 2 days. So that's where some of those come from, and of course that's where we met Kevin and Pop and Justin's Fishing Fetish and so many of these great folks that we've been into over the years, and you know, we do interviews with everybody that was there, you know, and Cindy and I was blessed to be at those places, and people would bring up hand carved things that they made and fish that they made out of metal, and they would give them to us. And I'm sitting here looking at 2 of them right now that was given to us, and we go to tournaments all over and do remote broadcast for them guys, trying to help them promote their tournament and the sport. And we drove to North Carolina one year to help James do a tournament out there, and with all intentions to fish, and just drove out there and ended up that we just helped him do the tournament. We didn't fish at all. The next morning, got up and turned around, and drove back home. 14 hours one way, and that's we try to promote catfish and have, you know, for 10 years. So
that was actually
it's been a lot of fun.
I met you in person.
Yeah. That's fact. And we ate at a Chinese restaurant.
Yes, we did.
Buffet. And I got
well, you got to.
Oh yeah.
And there's the food talk.
There it is.
We fit it into every episode.
Robert,
and Dia's saying that we could give away Creole's rod next weekend too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think you're going to do that. But
yep. We're gonna have lots of fun. Lots of fun next week.
We will. It'll be a blast.
It's gonna be a show to remember. So.
Yep. Hope so. And we want everybody to be here. Not so necessarily for the giveaways, but just because if it wasn't for the viewers that we have and have had in the past, this show would have never made it this long. So if you got a chance, be sure to tune in and watch with us. We're going to have some fun. That's all I got, fellas.
All right. Well, it's been beautiful.
Don't forget to tune in to the bait shop on Thursday night, Panfish Nation on Wednesday night, and we'll be back here next Monday.
Be back on Monday.
All right. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you then.
Yep. Have a great week, y'all.
Blah.
Don't forget, Mark's not having a show tonight.